This is your girl Ray Ray doing a video on YouTube, and I'm going to play two videos for you guys showing the difference between the two generations. As you know, Tommy Sotomayor, who is another YouTuber on YouTube, he constantly complains about the black woman and the black community and the dysfunction that's happening within the black community. What I'm going to do in a short period of time, I'm going to show the difference between the two generations and going to explain why there was such a big decline between the two generations and why the woman, the black woman, has been the downfall of the black community. And we have to look at it for what it really is. Because Marcus Garvey said it, Noble Drew Ali said it, Master Farad said it, Louis Farrakhan has said it, Malcolm X has mentioned it a little bit, but not that much. And we need to look at the black woman and why we are such in decline since after the 60s. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this for right now, and I'm going to play a clip of Erykah Badu doing the Dick Challenge. And then a little bit later, I'm going to play a clip of Phyllis Hyman singing one of her signature songs from her album, The Prime of My Life. So I'm going to show the two differences of the two women. They're very beautiful women. They're my heroes. I love them. I'm always going to respect them, whatever they do or don't do. Unfortunately for myself and for many others that are Phyllis Hyman fans, Phyllis Hyman died in 1995. Erykah Badu came around the time, I believe she started singing her signature songs right after the death of Phyllis Hyman and at the climb of Whitney Houston. And as all of you know, Whitney Houston passed away in 2012. So I'm going to play two clips. Erykah Badu will be first. Phyllis Hyman will be next. And you're going to see the difference between the two women. Both of them are very beautiful. Both of them are from our community. They're our songbirds. We claim them. We support them. We buy their albums. But I'm going to show the difference in a short period of time. Just let me pause this. The first video was Erykah Badu doing the Dick Challenge, courtesy of Tommy Sotomayor showing that video. I'm getting ready to show the video of Phyllis Hyman. One, just pause it. As you can see, there's a big difference between the two generations. Phyllis Hyman, she was born in 1949. She died in 1995. Okay, so her music is totally different. She's coming from the era of the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And during the 80s, Phyllis Hyman was diagnosed with having bipolar, which is a very, very serious disorder of the mental function. And I think why Phyllis Hyman had bipolar is she was born with it. Okay, as you all know, Phyllis Hyman did not have any children. She was married once, she divorced. Okay, she died in 1995. They said it was a suicide. She took an overdose of pills. Erykah Badu, she's my girl. She's a conscious woman. She's a good woman. She recently found her people in Africa. So that's letting me know Erykah Badu is conscious, but she did the dick challenge. I'm not beating up on Erykah, but maybe she should not have done that. Because our generation is facing too much. And me and Erykah Badu, we was born around the same time. Erykah Badu has me by 2 years. So with that much difference in age. But there's a big gap between the two generations of black women in this country. Women that was born during the late 40s, between the late 40s and the early 70s, is a big generational gap. And you have to realize where that gap is coming from. And it's coming from the time black women in this country decided they was going to join the feminist movement, which is totally wrong. Totally wrong. We don't need civil rights. We need human rights. And that's why the black woman has been in decline. She has been in decline for some time. She did not need to march against the black man and ask for her independence. She already had it. She already had it. So Tommy Sotomayor is correct about the decline of the black woman. And the black woman is totally declining even further, because now the children that was born during the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s, most of them are crackhead babies. These women are now grown women. They're having children of their own, so we're faced with a lot of opposition. And in a little while, I'm going to do another video concerning Billie Holiday to show the difference between her generation and the generation Phyllis Hyman was born in. But Phyllis Hyman and Whitney Houston are the last two well-known black women that were singing. We have people like Donna Summer, we have Stephanie Mills, we have Melba Moore, but Whitney Houston and Phyllis Hyman, they're most remembered. Why? You have to remember why. And I have such high respect for both women. When I found out Phyllis Hyman died, I cried. When I found out Whitney Houston died, I went off. Oh, it was terrible that day. So this is your girl Ray Ray giving 914 for today. I want to give a complete shout out to all my people in New York, Yonkers, Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, White Plains, Portchester, Peekskill, Bronxville, Terrytown, Sleepy Hollow, and let's not forget the five boroughs. This video I'm going to entitle Phyllis Hyman, Erykah Badu, the two differences between the generations. One Piece, New York love.